Peace, blessings, and much love. My name is Miss Nakaruka. I came across an article. I don't even know how I ended up on this article, what I was searching for, but I found the article to be very, very interesting. Of course, I thought I would share it because it contains valuable um, information. And this is talking about cords and why they need to be cut sometimes. A cord is a negative energetic structure that ties you and another person together. When you form a relationship with a person, you make two types of connection. The first type of connection is the spiritual positive bond that contains energies like unconditional love, good times, and lessons learned together, fondness, affection, and stuff like that. This is a positive cord that we never sever because it contains all that is good about the relationship. The second type of connection is a negative cord of attachment. This energetic structure is very different from the positive type because it contains all the negative energies that have ever been a feature of your relationship. For example, let's say you have a cord of attachment to an unfaithful ex-boyfriend. Encoded within this cord are the feelings you had when you found out he was cheating on you. This could be feelings of paranoia, energies of inadequacy, feeling of rage. Also encoded within this cord could be the pattern of wanting to please your boyfriend so that he would never leave you. Excuse me. The article goes on to say when you split up, you may never see each other again, but the negative structure, the cord of attachment between you remains. And this cord that connects you to contains those unhelpful patterns and dynamics, rage, inadequacy, paranoia, keeping quiet, and pleasing others at your own expense. So even though that you may have separated from this person, you still are attached you're still attached to each other by the cord of attachment. Even though you are supposed to have moved on from the relationship, those energies circulate between the both of you and still affect you. For example, you think of your ex-partner and you still despise him even though you wish you didn't. When you get into a different relationship, you feel the same old paranoia and things that happen remind you of the old relationship. Even though it bears no resemblance in reality, this happens because those negative energies from the cord are flowing into your aura 24/7 and affecting your ability to move on or feel or think and act differently. And this is just one example, dramatic example. When you can form cords with literally anyone you have or have had a meaningful relationship with, and each one is draining in its own way. So just because a relationship dissolves and those two people go their separate ways, they still are attached to one another through the cord of attachment. And a lot of people don't understand that. They think, once the two people have departed, there's no feelings still involved. There are still positive and negative feelings involved. That's why it doesn't pay to get into a relationship or a situationship right after you done departed from your spouse or your lover or any type of relationship. You should always take time so you can heal and cut those cords of attachment so that you don't repeat the pattern with the same person or possibly repeat the pattern and affect your new relationship. The article goes on to say, what is cord cutting? Cord cutting is a process that severs the negative attachment between you and another person so that the shadow of the past relationship does not hang over you or affect your behavior in the present. This means that the rage, paranoia, and inadequacy, particularly to that aforementioned relationship, can be eliminated. And obviously, other relationships can be improved too because of it. It does not mean that you lose contact with the person or that it weakens the positive connection. Cord cutting will never mean the person disappears from your life unless you consciously make that happen by severing the contact. If anything, that pure positive connection is improved because it no longer is overshadowed by the positive energy. That's kind of deep. Even though two people may move on, they are still attached from the cords of attachment. And you have to cut the cord of the negative attachment between you and the other person. It says, and note that by cutting a cord to an ex-boyfriend does not mean that you will not automatically ever have those patterns with anyone else, because you may repeat the same type of negative behaviors in your new relationship. Often it is helpful to go right back to childhood and cut the cords with parent figures and anyone who mistreated or abused you as well. But cord cutting does not free up more of your energy and stops you repeating the pattern with the person in question. No, but cord cutting does free up more of your energy and stops you repeating the pattern with the person in question. So when you cut the negative attachment between you and person, it frees up the negative energy within you and helps you to not repeat the pattern with that same person.